Hi, Guardiane here to do a quick video. You're probably wondering, well maybe not, people just giving up, but where I haven't made any videos in the past week or so. I'm working on one right now. In case you want to see at my nose some more, I had to trim my nose hairs, I apologize. And this used to be a couch here. Why is it gone? And why am I taking so long to make videos? They're all, the answers are related to the same thing. Let me show you what's going on. That's my freezer. It doesn't normally come in this room at all. I had to move it here and put it on a tarp because there's a hole in the bottom apparently, and I didn't know that until I lifted it up from the old location to realize it's all frozen water underneath it and black mold. It was not good. So for now, until I buy a new one, this is sitting here on this tarp. And let me show you what the real problem is, why I've not been doing anything, because I'm stressing out. And this is why. See this room? This used to be a regular room with a bookcase and just a paintings hanging up. You walk downstairs and nice looking, right? Well, our basement leaks in water. Of course, dumb. It floods when it rains a lot. Not floods a significant amount, but enough that there's significant water damage if you let it sit. So, let me go ahead and show you. See that? That's not good. Brown, wood isn't black. It's supposed to be brown. And that's supposed to be green. See? This is, I'm gonna wash my hand now. Anyway, as I was saying, it's come to the point now where enough is enough. I don't want to die down here. So I am hired someone to fix the leak. But now I have to gut my basement this weekend by myself. I have to cut away 4 feet of the wall and 4 feet of the floor. From here, all the way over here, in this entire room. Which I won't turn the light on because my underwear is probably showing. And that means I have to remove everything that's in all these rooms somewhere else and pay thousands of dollars to have it fixed and thousands of dollars to put it back together again. So everything's kind of in chaos right now. Everything's just piled everywhere as we're making space for it all. So that's why I haven't really been making too many videos, because I've been stressing out about suffocating in black mold. So, wish me luck and pray that I get this resolved quickly and painlessly. I have bought let me show you. I went and bought one of these masks, okay? This is the type of mask you're supposed to wear for toxic events or situations, such as black mold and asbestos and all this other dangerous stuff, right? Like the most protective mask they have in like Home Depot. Let me show you the mask I was using, because I thought it wouldn't matter. There you go. This is the same, right? I mean, it blocks particles from getting into your lungs, right? No, apparently this is like the most weakest, pathetic mask you can buy, which is just meant to keep like dust from like sanding the walls out of your lungs, like non-lethal stuff. Yeah, I thought it could protect me from black mold, and I've been working in the basement cleaning away what I could, over the past 2 years with that mask. Or if not at all. So who knows how much. I probably have cancer in my lungs and I'm going to die. Just thought you should know that if you don't see me after this, that I'm probably going to... Where's my menu on? So yeah, if you don't see me after this, it probably died from black mold inhalation. And yeah, why is my head so freaking fat? Look at this. I look like I'm 300 pounds in this angle. I got no neck. It's the worst. Alright, so that's why. I'm sorry. Hi, Guardiane here to give you an update on my basement thing. So I'm all geared up for like World War II type chemical warfare here, but it's not that bad actually. I just thought I'd play it safe just in case it was that bad, and then I know I get black mold poisoning and die. It's hard to breathe in this thing. It's just like in Spaceballs. You know, like I feel like I'm Darth Vader. So
I can't breathe in this thing!
here's what I've done so far. It's so much fun. And I botched this drywall. They told me to only cut 4 feet up because drywall sheets come in 4 feet by whatever. I thought I was doing that, and nope, I actually cut too far, and now I have to probably redo this whole wall instead of just half of it. Sorry, I can't breathe. But other than that, yeah, well, whatever. I'll just buy 2 of them instead of 1 sheet, whatever. I don't care. Jeez, it's not like it's gonna cost me $1 million. But yeah, you see the mold is not as bad as I thought. It doesn't like go all the way up my wall. It's just kind of at the bottom. I'm gonna vacuum this in a minute. Just my freaking shop vac was all geared for water, and now I have to dry everything out and put the filter back on so I can vacuum all this crap up. And I'm supposed to take this frame apart, but I'm no friggin' carpenter and I can't get it out. You can see I mangled it with my hammer and saw and everything because the screws won't come out. They're all stripped and they're so tightly that even with my anti-strip screw thing doesn't work. So I had to friggin' rip it out with my hammer and crowbar. Where did that go? The crowbar. Crowbar's right there. Until, my arms are now massively sore because I've pulled a muscle trying to get just this frame art out. I'm still not done. I have to get the whole floor out here. So I figured what I'm going to do is saw here. I have to get the floor out. This floor is shit. Because they want a jackhammer all the way in front of it. Probably an update now that I got the floor out. I want to get rid of this crap laminate, but Ezra wants to keep it. So there's water getting in here. We got part of the floor. I mean, the laminate was never wet, but obviously it was getting through. So who knows how much mold is there. There's also a spot right here that's wet, which is bad because it's going all the way back. I was hoping I wouldn't have to cut everything away, but we probably do because, as you can see, the water gets all the way up to here, right? So it probably means all underneath the floor everywhere. And if that's the case, you probably have to rip out everything. And yeah, stress out. Okay, get this. I was sighing. I got to here. Like I friggin' hit a gold mine, all this water spurted out into the air. Can you friggin' believe that? I struck oil, yeah, right. There's friggin' ocean under this floor. Oh, God. I'm not wearing any shoes either. You think I'd be smart, but hey, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. By the way, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So, any pros are watching this and say, oh my god, what the hell is he doing? Well, I don't know either. Let's just start away with black. That line is from, I guess they used to have, the old water heater this was running to a drain, which is over there actually, right in that corner. There's an old sealed drain. So I'm guessing they put this new water heater in after they finished and then just didn't bother because this isn't rubber. This is like, I don't know, not metal either. It's some sort of pipe, like stiff pipe you can't bend. So just screw it. Just leave this big janky mess here. Let someone else worry about it. Hey, me. So now I can probably take it out, I guess, because I have to rip out that side of the house too. So false alarm, sort of. This is black, but it's not false alarm. But all that water that spurted out, well, it's from this hose I sawed by accident. Yeah, I'll zoom in here. See, there's a hose here. I sawed it, and all this water came spurting out. So, thankfully, all this water here is from what I did just now. I don't think the water ever got this far back, because no, it's a little wet here. Yeah, it did. But it wasn't as bad as I thought. It wasn't like there's water trapped here and I just friggin' No, it's just hose. So if you're wondering, okay, Jeff, what the hell did you do? It's a hose here. You probably need that, right? Well, no, I don't. See, I told you before, there's this old hose connected to nothing. It's seriously, this whole thing, these series of hoses are nothing. I'm guessing it used to be on an old water heater.
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, this is all I'm doing for tonight. My neighbor actually just came by for a bit because he helps build new houses. He does like the basement work or the foundation work for it. So my wife went over and saw him outside to talk to him just to see if he had any insight about this disaster. And he has a few friends that do outside repair, foundation repair. So he's gonna get in contact with them and they're gonna give me quotes. But anyway, well, this is all I got. I'd never do this stuff ever. This is fun. Alright, so here I am with another update. I should probably move this stuff out of the way first. That's just the styrofoam insulation that was in there. It's funny, this wall, well, there's proper insulation with styrofoam as well, but the rest of the walls just had styrofoam. So I don't know if that's just got cheap. I didn't bother to put this proper insulation everywhere. Otherwise, I took out some of this random piping that goes nowhere. I made sure it went nowhere. So it's like, if anything turns on, and all of a sudden just starts spraying water. Yeah, I took this floor, I took this wall, but now the problem I'm left with is these two stairs. There's no simple way to remove them. I'm pretty sure if I took off the side paneling here, I could find screws for the one side, but the other screws on the other side of the stairs, I can't exactly get back there to unscrew them. So I'm kind of stuck, unless I take everything out, which I'm not going to do. So I might have to just, I don't know, unscrew these two and just rip out the other half and then buy new steps. I don't know what to do. Otherwise, the guy said they could jackhammer beneath the floor. They never told me to take off this part of the wall, the wooden frames here. They said just to take out the bottom part of the frame, which I've done. And I took out this part of the floor over here so they can jackhammer, but I didn't take this part. I'm hoping they don't need it. I'm hoping we can just put a trench to here and then just run a line to the sump pump or something. I figured that'd be good enough. I still can't tell 100% where the water's coming in though. It hasn't rained since I started taking this apart. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere down there, or I don't know. And then the other problem I have is this subfloor underneath this wall. I can't get out unless I cut all the way around this door frame, or and another thing I thought about too is this. This rests on that floor, so if I take this out, I have to either keep this closed the whole time, or okay, so it's the day of. The guys just came in and they finished the basement repair. I was at work all day and I came home at 4 and it's like now 6. So yeah, it took them from a nice 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. an all day thing. I'm actually surprised I got it done in a day. I figured this sort of thing would take more, but I don't know, I don't do this. So yeah, that's so what they did is they jackhammered out a trench. I didn't see it happen firsthand, but this is what they were telling me. Jackhammered out a trench all the way to here, and they put some piping or perforated piping thing in there and put stone and then re-cemented it. So any water that comes in, whether it be behind the wall or underneath or whatever, it'll go through this trench all the way to my sump pump. So no more leaks. And he even said when he looked at the wall, it didn't look tremendously bad. And it wasn't, but that's the thing. I didn't want to wait till it got tremendously bad to do this. But he couldn't really tell 100% either where the water was coming in. We only speculated here were over here because that's where all the water damage on the wall was. Like, nowhere else in this house is there water damage on the wall. It was only over here. It was really bad. I mean, bad enough that it was turning brown and black, right? I showed you the video earlier. So yeah. So now should be no more problems. They said if there are, to call them and they'll redo or fix or whatever, wherever the leak is coming in from, assuming it's in an area that they fixed. If the water still comes in, which I'm terrified it might, from somewhere else in the house, well, that's a whole other story. So I'm going to leave it like this for maybe, a week or two. Have to. Because we have to wait for it to rain a lot and see if any more water comes in. If it doesn't, great. That means this is doing its job. And if it does, well, I don't know. We'll worry about it then. So anyway, other than that, put this membrane on the wall is to keep the heat in and, again, prevent any more water from getting out. They said they put that thing in because the footing was higher than average. I don't know. He uses terminology I'm not familiar with. I don't do this stuff. But they also put this trench here. They dug in a little bit. Actually, you can tell they made it even deeper, so make sure it flows properly. And they put a new sump pump in because our old one was super junky and it looked like it was from the Stone Age, and I don't know, probably was $20 on Bargain Heralds or something. But this is a new one. It's like a few $100s. So I haven't tested it out yet, but I'll dump some water in later just to make sure they hooked up to our existing piping. And the furnace is still off. It said turn it on in an hour because of the dust and stuff. And now it begins phase 3 of eventually putting this all back together. That's a whole other video on its own. So, alright, this is back on. Alright, I guess that's it. That's repair. I'll do some more recording later. Maybe our sump pump will actually start turning on now properly. That'd be nice. I know it's working and that the water is going there instead of the rest of our house. Alright, so wish me luck. So eventually making videos again when things start normalizing here. I don't know when that's going to be. Still a lot of work to do with other things. So the joys of owning a house. I don't know what you're seeing right now, but it can't be good.